Professor Olivetti here with a video on how to find specific verses in the Bible. And we'll find a couple verses, Exodus chapter 22, verse 20, and Luke chapter 15, verse 11 to 32. First, we'll start out using our Catholic study Bible. And they have a nice little page here on page Roman numeral 17. All right, that's the first section of the Bible. You can see it uses these Roman numerals. The Bible's kind of tricky because they do have several different numbered sections. So when we start off in the table of contents in that first section with the Roman numerals, this is all introductory material. These aren't the actual books of the Bible here. See how they have it listed? Like here's the Pentateuch, here's Genesis. But you see it says RG 120 because that's not actually Genesis from the Bible. That's them writing about Genesis. That's commentaries on Genesis. That's why they call it RG 120, Reading Guide. So they have all this stuff in here in this Catholic Study Bible before you get to the actual text of the Bible. And then before each book of the Bible in each section, they have more introductory material. So don't get confused with the introductory material. See these Roman numerals here. This is the first section. And we have the table of contents there in that Roman numeral in the first section in the Catholic Study Bible. And in our table of contents, you can see all this stuff that will go on. And it's not until pages 6 and 7 of the Catholic Study Bible that we're actually getting to the Old Testament right there. See that? Now look, and once you get there, what do you have? Preface to the Old Testament. It's the preface. It's not even the Old Testament yet, right? You don't actually get to the Old Testament until page 9 up here. Oh, I scribbled it out, but it says 9, right? Genesis. The book of Genesis. So it's tricky. In the New Testament, right, which is the second part of the Bible itself, not all this commentary that's involved in the Catholic Study Bible and many other Bibles. But we don't get to the New Testament itself until page 1326, and then not really, right? Because we have this preface here again. So you got to be careful. See, when you're actually getting the text, like in the Old Testament, you don't actually get to the text till page 9, right? And then you have all these books. But also, when you get there, you'll see there's also introductory material mixed in. Probably the easiest way to find any book of the Bible in this Catholic Study Bible or any other Bible is to find an alphabetical listing of the books. And they have that there on page Roman numeral 8 here in the Catholic Study Bible. And so we are looking for Exodus. So we get onto the E's. There it is, Exodus, page 81. Right? Or if we went back to our table of contents, page that we were just looking at, let's see, back here, right? If we jump up from page 6, we see the top page 7, the Pentateuch, the first 5 books of the Bible, the first 5 books of the Old Testament, and there is Genesis there. Of course, we're looking for Exodus, sorry. There's Exodus, page 81, so we can see it there too. So whether we use the table of contents that lists the Bible books in order that they're placed in the Bible, or we use the alphabetical list, we will see that we go to page 81. Okay, so here we go. One note here before we do that, though, there's also abbreviations, right? Again, people working with the Bible are just used to working with it a lot. And these ways that the chapters and verses are cited they get really easy and make a lot of sense, once you've done it a few times. But at first, it can be a little confusing. And so something like, hey, we're going to save the time from writing out all these letters of Exodus, and we'll just put X period, right? EX period. Again, simple enough when you're used to it. Saves you, I don't know, a second or something when you're writing or typing. But again, when you first start doing this, it can be a little confusing. So here's Exodus, EX, okay. So if you get confused, if you see a little, usually 2 letters, you don't know what it is, look up the abbreviation. And in the Catholic Study Bible, that's on page Roman numeral 15. Or you could look it up on the internet. Now here we go to Book of Exodus, which looks like it's on page 81. But remember, you got this whole reading guide here. 574 pages of the reading guide. You got to go past all that. So you're going to be a good way into the Bible before you even hit the book of Genesis, which is the first book. And we're looking for Exodus 22 here. So we finally make it to the book of Exodus, which is on page 81, right, of the regular pages, plainly numbered pages. This is the text of the Bible itself. But like I said, we're already probably almost 600 pages into the New American Bible before we hit that. So this is the 81st page of the actual New Testament. Of the actual Old Testament in the New American Bible. Starts the book of Exodus. But remember, this is just the beginning of the book. And guess what's here? It's an introduction. It's not the actual book of Exodus yet either. But if you keep turning, you will find the actual text of Exodus. And you keep going and turning till you get to chapter 22. It's on page 110. And then page 111 here, you get the actual text of Exodus 22:20. You shall not oppress or afflict a resident alien, for you were once aliens residing in the land of Egypt. Famous line from Exodus. Now let's do Luke. Chapter 15, you see how this works? Chapter 15, verse 11 to verse 32. All right, again, take some time to look at that reference page that we looked at in the intro material. So, what's this? LK. That's an abbreviation. What's an abbreviation for? Luke. So we can go to our alphabetical listings and see that Luke is on page 1433 of the Bible proper. Or if we're looking in the Old Testament part, the New Testament part of the glossary, where the books in the New Testament are listed in the way that they are listed in the Bible, we could go up here and find, here's the Gospels. If we knew Luke was one of the Gospels, right, then we could find Luke right here, 1433. So off we go to 1433, and we find the Gospel according to Luke. And guess what? There's intro material on 1433. It's not until 1434 that we get to actual chapter 1, the Gospel according to Luke. And there it is in chapter 15, the parable of the lost son. And it starts a couple words down here at the bottom of the page. And then you're going to shoot the whole way up to the top of the next page to read that parable. Okay, I hope this helps. That is how you can look up the text in the Catholic Study Bible or any other Bible. Would be very similar. Just watch out for the intros and the commentaries and all the extra stuff in there, and make sure you get to the actual text of the Bible itself. Or you could use another method. You could go to BibleGateway.com and you could type in Exodus 22:32 .20. Now, here's the part you got to be careful of. Make sure you switch this to the version of the Bible that you want to read. There are a lot of translations of the Bible. This site has most of them. We use the New American Bible Revised Edition. So make sure you go over here, hit this drop down, and select New American Bible Revised Edition. All right. And here it is again. So this might be more practical in many ways. Of course, you don't have all the commentary and all that other stuff that's going to help you understand who wrote the Bible and why. When you just go to an internet site like BibleGateway.com. We can do the same thing for Luke. Just typing in Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 32, selecting the New American Bible Revised Edition, and then right there you have it, the parable of the lost son. Okay, so I hope this helped. Sometimes it can be a little confusing, the way that this stuff is notated if you're not used to it. But once you get it, it'll be easy.